Hello from Olympic National Park. We decided to do this park a little differently, and we've been really terrible at recording it because we've been pretty busy. So typically when we go to a national park, we stay in one spot, maybe two if we plan well, and we try to explore the whole park from there. We're kind of sick of doing that because it was exhausting. So we decided that here in Olympic, because it's so huge, we're just gonna move around. So we've done that, what, 3 times already?
Yep, we've had no reservations.
No reservations. We're coming up along the west coast. We stayed along the Hoh River at a boondocking site for a few nights. We did Ruby Beach from there, Kalaloch Beach. Then we moved further north to Forks. From there we explored Rialto Beach and first beach, second beach, third beach. They're south of the river, just as beautiful as Rialto Beach, which is probably the most famous. These beautiful, like, big rock structures. What are they called?
Formations?
Rock? No. They're called, I don't know. Then today we move further north to CQ, just right on the northern coast. And from here we have a really good vantage point to get to Cape Flattery, to Shi Shi Beach, which is where we're going right now. So that's our plan for the next few days. And then we'll keep moving east. We'll try to do a better job recording that. We'll let you know when we get to Shi Shi Beach. Not Shi Shi Beach, we've been corrected by a local. It's Shi Shi. So our Shi Shi Beach consensus?
It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty amazing. I think it's our favorite beach so far. Tide pools, probably better than any of the other beaches we've seen. Saw a ton of anemone. Really cool. If you can time sunset and low tide at the same time, golden. You should be here. Next we moved east to Salt Creek County Park. From here, we could easily access Mount Storm King, Lake Crescent, Merrimer Falls, Solduck Falls, Hurricane Ridge, and Blue Mountain.
This is by far the busiest and most popular section of the park. Salt Creek County Park, while not part of the national park system, was an amazing place to stay. They offer RV and tent camping right on the water, and this part of the coastline had some of the best tide pools on the peninsula.
We highly recommend a visit here, whether or not you plan to stay overnight.
Hi.
Hello. Yesterday we hiked up Mount Storm King, It was beautiful. Didn't take any video up at the top because it was packed.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. So Mount Storm King is 4 miles out and back. You start by the lake and then you make your way up. It's about 2,000 feet elevation. The last 1.2 miles, it's very tough.
It's a fun rope section. If you're up for it, like look into it, know what you're getting into. No matter how much time you're here, it's something you should do.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it. Somebody's clearly a favorite. Racist.
So today,
we were supposed to do this awesome 20-mile hike, the high divide to the 7-lake basin loop.
smoke got unhealthy, according to the
And honestly, you couldn't even
whatever
see anything.
agency does the healthy for the air.
The AQI was
Too high.
so we opted out of that hike.
Instead, we still came to the same area of the park where the trailhead was, but we stopped at Salmon Cascades to kind of look at the river there. No fish in the water today.
And then we also visited the Sol Duck Falls here in the Sol Duck area. That's the entrance where we're at. It was beautiful, probably the nicest waterfall here. We saw Mary Mare yesterday. This was nicer.
Yes, so the falls here, it's about 0.8 miles one way. Not a hard hike at all. Anyone can really do it. And it's pretty. Oh, we also stopped at the lodge to check out the hot springs. If you're into hot springs where it's not natural, it's a pool basically that they pull the water in to it. You pay a fee and you go, but not our thing. So, I mean, if you and your family are up to that, go for it. It's pretty. They even have like a spa there. You can get a massage and stuff.
Apparently, the Sol Duck area is its own like rainforest. There's several rainforest areas. Hoh Rainforest is by far the most famous and the most popular, but we'd actually argue that this one's a little bit nicer.
Yes.
Hoh is kind of a pain in the butt to get to. They have a vehicle quota, so you end up waiting in line for people to come out so you can go in. And like it takes a very long time to get to. It is nice, but we found ourselves seeing the same exact scenery everywhere else in the park.
Correct.
I'm sure there are unique factors. It's probably the moistest. I know it is the largest example of like a temperate rainforest, but this one's nicer.
So for this week, we're going to try to make it to the Hurricane Ridge section of the park, which is like the popular main section of the park. It's just really hard to get into.
But we really need to wait for the smoke to clear, because the Hurricane Ridge section is really only worth doing if you can see like for miles and miles, because you get a lot of elevation.
Right. So they have like a 370, something like that, car quota per day. And then they start limiting how many cars can come in per hour.
So we're going to try for the afternoon. We'll see.
After Hurricane Ridge, we also want to check out Blue Mountain.
Blue Mountain.
Blue Mountain. It's a very long drive, but the short hike. They say the views are amazing once you get there. And then on the southeastern side of the park, there's the staircase entrance.
I don't know much about it, but it's I think probably one of the least popular areas, least visited. It looks like it has some cool hikes.
Hello,
Huh?
from the top of Blue Mountain.
Blue Mountain.
We were thinking about going to Hurricane Ridge, but we thought they metered how many cars were in the park at once.
Yeah.
Meaning, once they reached the limit, as one comes out, we thought they'd let somebody else go back in, but that's not the case. Once they reach 370 something, they just stop for the day.
They close it,
No
no
one
more
else is
entry.
allowed to come in unless you go in through the public shuttle, which is to the city of Port Angeles.
Right, which we did not have time to do. We opted out this weekend because of the smoke. And honestly, that probably was a good idea, because what's the point of going to Hurricane Ridge if you can't see anything? But a little disappointing.
So,
but it's all
that's a
because of the
bummer.
fire that burned down like the bathroom facilities. So now they have temporary bathroom facilities.
Oh, their whole lodge burned.
It all burned down.
The
So
whole
they
lodge
have
burned
to
down in
limit
May.
the number of people who go every day, so they can limit
Correct.
the amount of waste they're cleaning up. And but whatever, next time it just gives us a reason to come back. I found a new old camera. It's a Canon from 2015.
It's been going from storage unit to drawer to...
Finally trying to figure out how to use it. Cool. So today we are in the staircase section of Olympic National Park. And I guess you could say this is what's left of, or why they would consider it a staircase. I don't know, there's some history there involving an actual staircase made over 100 years ago with logs. It's not here anymore, so there's no staircase here, but it's still beautiful. Really nice rainforest, river, really cool area. Not a good shot. The smoke is back. Unfortunately, we're climbing Mount Elanor anyway today. It's just outside Olympic National Park. Is it in the Olympic National Forest?
Yes.
It's in the Olympic National Forest. I'm not sure how great the views will be, but we'll see. Still going up here. That's cool. All right, now we are on the way down. I took a little bit of footage up there, but a bunch of people just camping up there tonight, so it's kind of loud. So we're headed back down. The sun is officially on the other side of the mountain. Tough climb for sure, but doable. We're kind of looking forward to going down, but now we're realizing down is equally tough because it is just like down. There's a lot of like loose rocks, so you're really trying not to fall down this mountain with every step. But beautiful views. Look at this. Got the lake down there, the moon up there. That's where we were, up there. And there's Jonathan. We made it. How many stars out of 10, Jonathan?
That was a 10-star hike.
10-star hike? It's very dark. I can't see you at all.
9-star hike. We got a great workout out of it. Didn't take the whole day to do.
That's true. It's like an 8 or a 9. A 9. I'm going to give it a 9.
Worked out.
It's a 9.
I didn't get mad at all.
9.
I'll go with 9.75.
Ooh.